What's going on, everybody? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a new video. I hope you guys have had a great week. I hope you guys had a great Easter weekend. I've been doing pretty good. Even though I got my leading position, I had to go back into training. I'm training a new class, and I haven't trained in so long that I had forgot a little bit of stuff that I normally do. But, you know, I got back into the swing of things. So I'm feeling good about that. What I was going to say. I was about to say something. Easter Sunday. I hope everybody had a good Easter. I was not expected to go to my cousin's house, but I went to my cousin's house. She invited me the day before. You know what I'm starting to not like? 24-hour invitations. Stop the 24 hours invitations. Let me know days ahead because I be having shit to do. I worked 6 days last week. I just wanted to relax on Sunday. Something to get out the house. So I go there and I'm so tired. I'm drained. They all like, you all? I said, I'm fine. I'm just tired. But then when I was around all of them, I really got sad because I thought about my mom and Easter. But I was okay. Like once I got the cup of coffee, I was good. You know, but it was good to be around my family and her family, and I had a good time. Like, I really did. And my young cousins, they was out there racing and all of that stuff. I wasn't getting out there running against nobody. Can you imagine me running? But I really had a nice time. I enjoyed them. And you know what's so crazy? Like, I be thinking, like, every time I see my aunt, my cousin's mom, I be like, this is my grandmother's sister, and they are like still alive and kicking. And
were they in their 80s?
Yeah, and they still here.
Had siblings, right?
Yeah, my great grandmother had 18 kids.
Yeah.
Yep, and they still around. You know, they.
How many still living?
I think about 5 or 6 of them.
That's good for 18. Like 5 or 6, and your grandma was. Do you know where she fell in that number? Or no?
Who? My grandma was the first.
The oldest out of 18. Wow.
She was born like 1920, 1922. 1920, 1921, somewhere around there. And my great-grandmother had kids even after my mom was born. So
yeah. I can't imagine pushing out... First of all, I can't imagine pushing out 18 kids. Like, I still don't even know how my grandma pushed out 10. You know what I mean? Like, you push out 10 kids, like, oh my God, that's a lot of kids. That was the thing back then. It was. Like, people were having a lot of kids. That was the entertainment.
Yeah.
Sex. You didn't have Facebook, social media, cell phones.
Right.
You know, that wasn't a thing. You know, and it's so funny because you mentioned Easter and stuff. I'm gonna let you get back to your story, but it's so funny that you said that because at church on Sunday, my pastor in his sermon he had mentioned, he said, people that are my age, because he's in the 60s, he said people that are my age and people my age and older, he said, I want y'all to let me know. When we were growing up, we never in a million years would have thought or even thought about there ever being a thing called a cell phone. And they all said, yeah. He said the only thing a phone was to us was a house phone and a payphone. Right. But who would have thought you'd be walking around with a phone?
Oh, yeah, talking on a phone. Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. And then now I'm like, damn, 18 kids. Like, that's a lot of kids.
Yeah, and there was no TV, no radio, none of that. Well, it came later
on, once she got to like the 15th child.
And then you had to have money to have those things, you know.
Oh, God. That's a lot of kids.
Yes, I couldn't imagine. And they lived on a house right at Ridge and Master. So then the building is still there, and you can see how big it was. So they doing all this building on Ridge Avenue. It's right across the street from the new PHA building. And every time I ride by 2024 Ridge Avenue, I'm like, wow, like they all lived in this house at that time. You know, it was a lot of them. Then they moved to like 18th. Then they moved. It was like 18th and something. It's like right down the street near J-Zoo, because my mom went to J-Zoo too. So they moved there, and that was a big house. So yeah, it's you know, it's just like I always like I enjoy seeing them, you know, and having conversations with them. But yeah, that was my Easter. I was just planning to be by myself.
You know what's so crazy though? You come from a big family like mine, but you would never know it.
Yeah,
it's always
huge.
just been y'all.
Yeah.
In 2219.
Yeah, and sometimes like I would tell them like, you know, it's just so crazy that I don't know y'all.
Right.
And I used to think like, well, did my mom say something? Did my mom do something? Because it's a million of y'all and I haven't seen y'all. Like I remember when I was like 10, we probably we had to take regional rail to go all the way out to one of their houses, right? And so instead of us going to Downingtown, we went to fucking Doylestown.
I know where that's
So,
that's where I was looking for that day. Doylestown, I was looking for that on the thing so I could tell somebody, but I couldn't think. That's up near Willow Grove.
We was over it. Because, you know, we was kids. Like why ain't they said they was going to meet us here and nobody's here. We went to the wrong fucking place. And there was no cell phone. They text like, you know, this is where we are. And then it was just...
So we had to come all the way back home.
We had to come all the way back home. Yeah. But, but as I got older, I started to get to know some of them. I still don't know all of them. I know their face. Might not know your name, but I damn sure know your face. You know, but it's interesting. Everybody got a story about my mom and how my mom used to fuck them up back in the day. You know, because my mom was the oldest, so she had to raise everybody and take care of everybody and babysit everybody and do this and do that. That was what my mom did. So, you know, I enjoy hearing those stories and, you know, just seeing my family. So I went and I'm glad I went. But I don't like the Uber prices because to get an Uber home, it was like the highest was like $48. I'm not spending no $50. I waited to drop to like $36. I should have just took the train, but then I would have to get one of them to come pick me up. But I ain't want to do all that. But it was a nice Easter Sunday, and I had seafood, a bunch of seafood. I hope you don't smell it.
No.
Yeah, I bagged it all up. The seafood boy was good, and it was a whole bunch of food. It was just, that's what I miss. I miss having that to cook. Like, I don't cook. I cook stuff, but not like that. But, you know, like a fucking meal on Sunday, like, I miss that stuff. Like, a meal. Enjoy your family, y'all. Enjoy your family while you can. Enjoy them while they're here. Appreciate them while they're here. Because when they going, bitch, you on your own. Now, unless you know how to cook and all that, and a big spread and all of that stuff. So, this weekend, I'm going to get into the topics.
Well, I had a good Easter.
Oh, yeah, but go ahead, bitch. Because, you know, they're going to say, oh, well, McKellar's just on his phone anyway, so child.
I was listening to the story. I wasn't on my phone. You know, I was listening to Easter.
Enthusiastic about it. All I knew was there's going to be a hold down somewhere, and I just hope that she doesn't drop it this year. March 29th came, and Mikkel, I was so busy. I did not listen to it at midnight. And normally I'm a midnight listener. I'm listening when it dropped. Kevin didn't give a damn. And you know what's so shocking? I looked at my social media and nobody contacted me about it. I was like, ooh. Like, ooh, I guess my opinion didn't matter.
Right.
But
because usually they hit you up.
Right, everybody, well, bitch, you ain't say nothing yet. You know? I didn't say nothing. I didn't listen to that album until I got home. Around 4 o'clock, I listened to the album. I started listening, and I was like, oh, Beyonce, child, you talking about this ain't no country album. Girl, you dropped the country album. Then, I'm going to say, once Willie Nelson started talking his shit, okay, the album changed. And I was like, okay. Then Dolly Parton came back on the bitch. And then the album changed again. And then I was listening to one song. Because you know how you hit your phone just to see, all right, what's the name of this song? I like this. Oh, bitch, this the same song. And I think y'all probably know what song I'm talking about. I think it was, I don't remember the name. Sweet Honey, something. Sweet. Oh, bitch. Don't get me to name the titles. It was towards the end. I don't like that song.
You say you don't?
I said I like it. But like the first 18, what's it? They got the stars in it. Keep going down, 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 down.
Oh, Sweet
Honey. Yes. That's 3 different songs. But this album, will I say it's her best album? For me, no.
Mm-hmm.
For me, no. But did I enjoy it? Yes. Some of those songs, you did not even know that was her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That American Requiem,
mm-hmm.
I was not ready for. But you know what I really love the most? Is that I can hear Beyonce sing and use her voice and use it in all of these different ways. And, you know, B stands are lucky because, you know, most people that you stand for, their voice, it can only stay in that realm. You know, it can't go too high, can't go too low.
You know, I've been saying for years that she's a singer.
Yeah.
I've been trying to prove to people for years.
Yeah.
She's not just the booty shaking, dancing.
Right.
She can sing.
And you know what? I don't think even, like, it's going to take a long time before she get props for what she can do with her voice.
Vocally.
Because she's not, like, when you name the top 10 singers, she's not going to come up.
Right.
Like, because they're going to just say no.
No. Because they're thinking of the visual Beyonce.
Right.
Which is the dancing, the crazy in love, the get me body, the bootylicious, the single ladies. That's who they're thinking of. Mm-hmm. They're not thinking of the vocal Beyonce. That's why, remember when Renaissance, and I remember you said you didn't like that she started off with the slow song.
Oh, I hate these motherfucking things. I hate that.
Yeah,
still do.
No, but the ballads first. Remember
and the tour.
The tour. Remember you said
I
you
did not like that.
But no. I told you, I remember you said that, and I said, no, I really appreciate that because, first of all, she was able to get out the way the singing,
mm-hmm.
you know, and showcase her vocals. Not saying she didn't showcase it later on in the show, but she was able to showcase with the flaws and all, and the
Dangerously in Love.
Dangerously
in
in
Love. You know
love,
what's so crazy about
and
that?
I'm going down. You know what I mean?
I know.
So that's why I'm like, this is... Everybody loves...
Wait.
Right, go ahead.
Because I need to say this.
Go ahead, say it.
When we talk about Dangerously in Love,
mm-hmm.
I will never forget the Grammys. What was that, 2003 or 4?
2004.
4. She came out with that light blue dress and all that. Her voice then, it was cute. Mm-hmm. It was alright. But when you hear it now, like 20 years later, mm-hmm. you have to appreciate it. You have to appreciate it. Now, I'm not saying no. I'm not saying she's Patti LaBelle with her voice.
Right.
But one thing about Patti LaBelle is if you listen to her music when she was in the 50s mm-hmm. up until the early 2000s, mm-hmm. Patti's voice has always evolved mm-hmm. and it never sounded the same. Mm-hmm. And something about Beyonce is not the same. Mm-hmm. When you listen to The Writings on the Wall, the Destiny's Child album, yeah, she was the lead singer and stuff, but she doesn't sound today like she did 25 years.
Even when you look at the Super Bowl from 2004 when she sang the national anthem,
yeah,
her voice doesn't sound like that.
Not at all.
No.
Like,
it doesn't sound like that.
I would love, and this is real shit. You know how Taylor Swift redid all her albums, talking about the Taylor version? Mm-hmm. I would love for Beyonce to
redo that. Yeah.
Redo the whole shit mm-hmm. with the voice that she has
today.
Now. Oh, I would love it. But she's not. But go ahead, finish.
Right. No, but I just think I've been saying for years, my favorite Beyonce was the Beyonce who stands there and sing. Mm-hmm. I love the dancing Beyonce. I love I love all of that. But I truly love the Beyonce who either stands there or sits there and sings. Because you really, that's why I love for people who've never witnessed her live, go to one of her concerts.
Yeah.
Because one thing she's going to do is she's going to sing, and she's going to let you know over and over again that mic is on.
Yeah.
It is on. Okay? It's on.
Yeah.
So I that's what I love about her, and I agree with you 100%. This album, you really get to hear her voice. I love her voice. Levi Jeans is just, I love the song.
I don't like that.
Yaya is a song that I didn't think, like, oh my God, you like this? But I like it. Miley Cyrus, her and Miley Cyrus, Two Most Wanted.
Song.
That, the hair that
ain't
you with
the
them.
song. Oh yeah,
And
Two Most Wanted.
yeah, and to hear, first of all, to think of Miley Cyrus, because I've never looked at Miley Cyrus as a singer. Never, in all these years, never. I'm just sorry. I'm just saying. I never. So when she did this song that she won all them Grammys for just a few months ago, what was that song?
Flowers.
Yeah. First of all, I think I told y'all this, but
You didn't know that was her?
I didn't even know it was her singing it. This year, I happened to watch the entire Grammys, just like I watched the entire Oscars this year. I was just on an award show thing this year. When I seen her perform it, I was like, wait, no. When she first won the award, when Mariah Carey presented her, and I'm like, wait, that was Miley Cyrus singing that damn song? And then when she sang it at the Grammys, and I'm like, oh, like, wait a minute. I didn't know Miley could sing. I'm just thinking she was famous for the show.
Playing the Montana.
Yeah, playing the Montana.
Oh my God, Mikhail!
I didn't know she could sing. Kill me. I didn't know she could sing. So I was just like, wow, like, okay. And then when you hear this song with her and Beyonce, it's like, that is a pair that you never knew you needed.
But I didn't, yeah, never.
Because who would have ever thought the two of them? And people started posting the memes and said, wow, Miley and Beyonce really avoided each other at the Grammys. You didn't even see them interact with each other. That's because they didn't want people to sing. And I said, wow. I would have never thought Beyonce and Miley Cyrus. And it's like, because if anything, if anybody said, what white girl in the industry now would you think Beyonce would do it? And I think a lot of people say, oh, Taylor Swift, because she's so big.
Right.
Who would have said? I would have never said Miley Cyrus.
And they still haven't done the song yet.
No, but hey, I'm okay with that because this Two Most Wanted is amazing. Like, you get to hear their vocals. You get to hear Miley's range. You get to hear Beyonce's vocals. It's like, wow, like, y'all sound good together. The whole time, Kevin, I was listening, and I was like, oh, wait. They need to do this live.
Well,
they need to do it live.
See, but that's my thing. That irks me because Beyonce is like, I'm not doing interviews no more. But it's not, it's not cute to me no more. Mm-hmm. Like, in the beginning, yeah, it's a secret, but we need footage now. Mm-hmm. Like, it shouldn't be when I'm just paying you. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't have any good Tonight Show footage or late night shows, and I thought about it, she's not performing no more. Like, she didn't perform on no shows. She didn't even go to Sherry Shepherd's show. Yeah. She's not doing nothing. Mm-hmm. Now, to me, I don't like that because this is your album. You want people to listen to it. I know she was at the iHeartRadio Awards last night, but she didn't perform. Like, stuff like that, I miss that stuff because...
You miss that part of
yeah, and it's not a part of your footage anymore. Like, your footage is wiped out. And yeah, you can say, I don't care about the numbers and all of that, but you still have fans who watch these shows, who care, who would love to see you do these things, but as she's getting older, like, it's dwindling away. And you can still do these shows without having to pour out your soul. But then again, Beyonce, it would be fun to hear stories about you being a mother and how you care when your child is sick. And, first of all, kids get sick all the time, so I know you get sick all the time. And, like, how I had to delay my studio because I got sick and I couldn't sing. Like, your fans want to hear that, Like, it would be fun if you did stuff like that. Like, make people feel like you are one of them. Like, I don't feel like you feel like you're above everybody. I feel like you're protecting yourself, but everybody loves you. And I don't think that nobody is out here to be like, girl, we're gonna sabotage this interview today. We're gonna get numbers today. Like, it ain't like Shannon Sharp interviewing you.
Right.
I mean, that would be fun too, because he ain't no journalist, but it would be fun. But I do want to hear about you being a mother and all of that stuff, because it's not because I'm trying to have access to you, it's because bitch, we want to know.
And I think right now Sherry would be a great show for
Yeah.
First of all,
the Beyonce hour. Just her and Sherry.
First of all, she's a big fan of Beyonce.
Yeah.
she loves Beyonce. Your mom was just on there a few months ago. I think that would be good, and I do think that she should go on Sherry.
I think it's time for Beyonce to talk. Like, you're not like, even Jay-Z. Like, I don't worry about him because, like, I'm not. Oh, I don't know.
Well, he actually just, and
but he's doing interviews.
He is, because he just did it. Well,
and
a while ago,
Gayle King. Yeah.
And talked about how his kids Blue didn't want him to cut his hair, so even Jay-Z, somebody who's normally like quiet or
even her and Kelly to be like talking about being moms to children. Bitch, that podcast will do numbers. I know y'all not going to.
Right. But it would be a good idea. That would be and I actually miss seeing her in interviews too. I agree with you. I think it's more so protecting herself. I think she's protecting herself. But at this juncture, you have a lot of fans. You have a lot of people who love you, who enjoy your music. Yeah. And I know now you're at the point now that your shit gonna sell regardless. Yeah. You got that. You're at that Michael Jackson factor. I can release it and I ain't gotta do an interview. Right. I ain't gotta do, and it's going, and it has been doing that now for what, since 2013?
Yeah.
When that what was it? What album was that?
Beyonce.
When the Beyonce album came out. So you've, for the past 11 years, you've been releasing albums with no type of nothing. Right. And but
then again, like, I worry. Like, I really shouldn't worry, because I know Beyonce probably has a great relationship with her children. But it's not a lot of interviews where she say, I love being a mom. And let me tell you this funny thing about Blue. And let me tell you how I told her about this. And
well, like, I no.
I mean, everything is not for us.
No, it's not, because if you're reciprocating the love to your children, then your children don't need to see an interview.
I know,
where you're saying you love them.
But still, I'm not saying I don't feel like she love them. But
no, I'm saying they don't need to see an interview where she's saying she loves being a mom.
I know, but I mean, still, like.
No,
share it. Like, I feel like she should.
I think that's. I
like,
think
because I love
for the fans, not for her kids.
But I love, even with Kelly Rowland, when she talking about being a mom and the stories that she has. Like, of course, she don't tell everything, but it's something out there, like, and shit that she's learning being a mom. And I don't know about this gentle parenting shit, but you know what? It works for you. Go ahead and do it, because I grew up in an era where, it's a belt to that ass.
Right.
You talk too much, pow. Right. Shut the fuck up.
I think too. I
just want it.
I think we also have to remember, comparing her and Kelly. Kelly does not get the ridicule that Beyonce gets.
Yeah, no.
Beyonce,
but Kelly don't even.
Like, for instance,
I don't think music's fun for Kelly anymore, and that is so sad. Music is fun for Kelly, and I.